entertainment, this crowd is ready as their guys get set to match up between the New York Giants and the Dallas Cowboys. Getting toward the halfway point of the NFL season, Week 7 is underway on EA Sports. This fielded a few yards into the end zone. And no run back here. This will be a touchback, and it comes out to the 25-yard line. The first carry for the former Nittany Lion. This is Saquon Barkley. 5 yards on the game's first play. Second down.
A quick burst there, and he nicely bit off a pretty decent gain.
It's a gain of 5. Brings up 2nd and 5 at the 30-yard line.
Ball on the 30. They'll come up with a 2nd and 5.
Good track, good track.
Throwing is Bridgewater. Now he'll pull it down. He'll end up getting 5 out of that, but now they're looking at 3rd down.
You know, I don't think this is the last time we'll see that in this game. This guy has mobility, and they want to use his legs in the game plan. So there will be designed runs as well as his scrambles.
They'll try to run for it with Barkley. And he will have first down yardage as he's brought down at the 41. Give him 7 yards on the play as they do pick up the 3rd down conversion.
First down, New York.
On the double. Mike, 54 is Mike. Check, check. Watch 54. Watch 54. Army, Army. Army, Army. Bang, 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 bang. Bang, bang, bang.
They keep it with Barkley on first down. And not much there at all. Maybe a yard up to the 43.
DeMarcus Lawrence on the stop. 1 yard gain.
That's what I'm talking about.
On 2nd and 9, Bridgewater. And that is incomplete. A lot of force bearing down on him there. He could not hang on. It's 3rd down.
They went with a dime look on defense. 2 extra defensive backs on the field and covered up essentially every blade of grass. That allowed them to disrupt the play.
Kill. Mike 54. Mike 54. And watch it.
On third down, Bridgewater. And the throw there going to be incomplete. Not the opening possession they were looking for, especially on the road.
No doubt about it, because they wanted to come out and establish a little momentum right away. But now bringing up a fourth down, nifty possession, not what they were seeking.
And just a single punt for him in the loss last week as he sends this one away. Now Austin. A very good return that time. 18 yards. And the Cowboys will take over the football with a 1st and 10. So Prescott of the Cowboys now with a 1st and 10 at the 20. Here's the first carry for Ezekiel Elliott. And they'll get 8 out of this before being stopped at the 28.
A nice run here early on. It doesn't take a great play caller to realize you want to establish a guy of his caliber with runs like this early, because they'll pay dividends as the game progresses.
8 yards the tally on that first down run. Here's 2nd and 2.
You're going to see me in your nightmares. Undercrush. Watch the shift. Hey, watch the shift.
And he'll get it up near the 35, right at the 34 here. 6 yards the pickup, and that's a 1st down.
Well, it certainly appears that in this game, someone has decided they're going to open up their playbook. First quarter, and we see that play. I like their style.
A first down carry by Elliott. And he'll get this only up to about the 35. Just a yard on the first down carry, so it's 2nd and 9.
They tried a quick hitter inside, but that one was swallowed up because what they're hoping, those big defensive linemen will take the bait and move laterally and open up a crease that they can run through. Didn't happen on that play.
Here's Pollard, and that one blown up quickly as he's going to be stopped before he could even get started. He'll wind up losing 3, and now it's 3rd down.
Watch it, 5. Check tight end. 47.
On 3rd down, it's Prescott. And that will be incomplete.
Nice play there to force the incompletion. And to me, one thing's for sure. When you're the underdogs and you're playing on the road, you absolutely have to get takeaways. You've got to get the ball from them.
Yeah, win that turnover battle, going to be key. They didn't get one there, but you get the feeling they keep making plays like that, they might just get a few.
Yeah, once you get one, defensive teams think they come in bunches.
A terrific return there, 27 yards all told. And it'll be Giant football, 1st and 10. The Giants offense at the line, ready to begin their next drive. The crowd may be losing just a little bit of the edge after back-to-back punts.
They want some big plays. They want to see some offense. They want to see somebody break away, whether it's through the air or on the ground. Now it'll be interesting to see where the patience is on both sides. Each head coach, can you hang in there and not try and force something that could put your team in some jeopardy?
From just shy of midfield, Bridgewater. And that one falls incomplete. A 50-50 ball. A little dangerous. Could have been picked. Now it's 3rd down.
They decided to take a shot and right down the middle of the field. And really, they didn't give it as much time to develop, did they? They want to take that shot somewhere around the 15-yard mark.
And the defense able to recover, bat it free.
Watch the whip. Check 9.
On 3rd down, Barkley. And that play will go nowhere. Losing yardage back near midfield at the 49. That'll make it 4th down after a loss of 1. Here's Brian Anger now as he'll kick it away for the 2nd time. And that'll hit at the 5 and go into the end zone for a touchback. About set for this next drive by the Cowboys offense. And hoping to do better than they did their last possession when they punted the football.
Appeal to the vanity of your offensive line. Tell them that they control your fate. Leverage guys. Win the line of scrimmage. If you do that, you start to win 1st down. You win 2nd down. And guess what? You start accumulating 1st downs. And that's what they need in order to not punt the ball again.
Here's a 2nd and 5 now from the 25.
Check it out.
On the counter, Elliott. And they'll take him down at the 31-yard line. 6 yards the pickup, and that's a first down.
All right, Brandon, I know we're in the early going here, but those kind of runs, they're going to open up a world of opportunities for this offense going forward.
They keep on the ground with Elliott. And he went nowhere. He'll lose yardage back to the 29. We're scoreless after 1. On 2nd and 12, Prescott.
Watch the run.
Got his man there complete to Gallup. And he's able to get this to the 40-yard line before he's out of bounds. It'll go as an impressive 31-yard gain.
First and 10 at the 40-yard line.
Now Prescott. Flushed out right. Thrown across his body, and it's intercepted. Picked off by Alec Ogletree. And the return will stop right around the 25.
Well, I get what he was trying to do. He was moving to his right and trying to shift the coverage, but instead he shifted the coverage also to the right and threw right into it for an interception.
Following the interception, here's Bridgewater. They'll set up the screen to Barkley. And he's going to lose yardage here, back to his own 18. They'll wind up losing 7 yards on the play, and it'll be a 2nd and long. To throw is Bridgewater. Gets this out to Saquon Barkley. And he'll get it up here this time to the 21.
And we see another pitch and catch there to the running back. This position just continues to evolve. They become just as critical to the passing attack as a lot of receivers, tight ends, because their ability to make people miss in the open field can really generate big plays for an offense.
3rd and long for Bridgewater. Now he's hit, and Bridgewater loses the football.
On plays like this where the ball comes free, it's often unusual for the team that lost it to get it back. Because this is the quarterback. The ball gets away from him. Everyone else is trying to execute what they're supposed to do on offense. They're usually looking in the other direction, downfield, or have moved away from him. In this case, though, a teammate is able to come up with the ball.
And that one was relatively easy to see. I noticed that from up here.
Yeah, it doesn't take a whole lot, does it? Sometimes you get multiples. What I always love on these offsides is when each side points at the other. Hey, you did it. No, you did it. They deciphered that one correctly.
He gets us away. It's a good one, drawing toward the sidelines. And this punt goes out of bounds, and it'll be marked inside the 40. The Dallas offense here set to begin the drive. And this is a unit that, to be frank, doesn't look like they've woken up yet. I mean, a punt and a turnover on their first 2 drives.
And I think the game's starting to take shape a little bit now. And I'm going to take it into the basketball world. When you're having trouble scoring or moving the ball in basketball, what do? Get it to their best player, right? Find a matchup, create it, exploit it, and try and move the football.
Slam, slam, slam. You got 6, 12, 8. You got 26.
On 2nd down now, it's Elliott. And he gets this one to midfield before he's brought down. 13 yards and a first down, Cowboys.
Boy, he does it at a high level, doesn't he? Because when I watch him, I think of his vision. Straight ahead, peripheral. Also has that sense of where holes are going to be before they actually open. I think that helps set him apart from many of the other backs in the league.
Ricky. Hey, alert 3, alert 3. 22, Jet, Bama. 22, Jet, Bama. 26.
Prescott now from the 50. It's caught. Smith. 20. And all the way inside the 15 before they drop him. Big yardage after the catch. That one winds up going for 36. They don't need to run another play here before the 2-minute warning. Let's see if they do it anyway.
Check 13.
Draw play. Elliott. There's a nice move. Give him 3 on first down. It'll set up a 2nd and 7.
They did a really nice job there defensively. They strung the play out, didn't give him a cutback lane. On each play, you have guys what I call our BCR players. Guys are responsible for the bootleg, for the cutback, and for the reverse. They played that one perfectly.
And rode him right out of bounds. A reminder, once we hit halftime, as we do all season, we'll send it down to Jonathan Coachman in Orlando. He'll have all the stats and scores from games in progress around the NFL.
The best multitasker in the business, the coach.
And he's going to be brought down just shy of the 5 at the 6. Call it a gain of 5 there on the run, but they'll remain a yard or 2 short here with 3rd down coming up. And Elliott trying to work his way forward, but it looks like he did not make it. The Giants going to go ahead and use the first of their timeouts as they'll head to the sideline and talk over what to do next. The kick by Marr is good. And we have action on the scoreboard just before halftime. It's 3-0. Been a bit of a dogfight thus far into the 2nd quarter now, and we do have our first points, a field goal.
Yeah, a lot of people say, wow, first action on the scoreboard, about time. To me, the action's been right there on the field, trying to figure out who could gain an advantage, gain some field position, finally get points on the board. I'm loving this kind of game.
It feels like kickers might play a big role in this one.
Yes, make sure you give them the respect they deserve. They could cost you a game or win you one.
The Giants offense at the line, ready to begin their next drive. The results for them so far not that great. Well, not good at all. 3 drives, 3 punts.
Yeah, and now what you're doing is you're looking at your play sheet. You're trying to figure out what you're going against defensively. I wonder, are they showing them something they haven't seen or anticipated in practice, and maybe that's throwing them off? Or do they just have to go to a different play calling section and try and run some offense that way?
Once again, they'll go from the 23-yard line on 2nd and 10. Bridgewater now. Nowhere to escape, and he goes down. DeMarcus Lawrence racking up sack number 12 for him on the year.
Well, someone's closing in on the league lead in sacks. He came into the game in the top 5. Now you add 2 more to his total.
After the sack, they'll come up now 3rd and long.
Yeah, I wouldn't be surprised to see them run the ball here just to try and get some space.
And they'll bring him down here up at about the 22-yard line. They do get 10 back, but still a ways to go on 4th.
Switch. Check Mike 54. Mike 54. Watch the curl.
Now the Cowboys going to burn the first of their timeouts as the stoppage will come with 23 seconds to go till halftime. Here's Brian Anger now. He's been terrific so far. This is away and a very good kick angled for the sidelines. And this one will not be returnable as it sails out of bounds.
At their own 39-yard line.
About set for this next drive by the Cowboys offense. And with time quickly fading here in the 2nd quarter, not sure how aggressively, offensively they want to play this.
I think we'll find out just how much they trust their guys in this situation if they decide to take a shot.
Looking for more there on first down, but this throw downfield incomplete. Amari Cooper, his intended receiver, and that'll bring up 2nd down. After the incomplete pass, here now is 2nd and 10.
Hey. You got 3. Switch. Hey. Pick the edge. Come. Back. Here we go. Kill. Where's the mic? Go. 24. Here we go. Go to 54. Go to 50. 26.
Throwing. Prescott. Looking here for Smith downfield. Into double coverage, and it's intercepted. Picked off inside the 10.
Good job.
The Giants offense at the line, ready to begin their next drive. Likely time for just one final play, and then it'll be off to the locker room to talk about how they can erase this deficit.
Yeah, and I think a lot of people look at it and go, well, maybe you take a shot here. Maybe you get some momentum going into the half. What's the flip side of that? You do something crazy, quarterback gets hit, ball comes free, and now you're down an even bigger margin. Go ahead and take this one, go to the locker room, start over.
The Cowboys will get the football first here, and they have the lead as well as we are underway in quarter 3.
And that drives coaches insane, doesn't it? When they see that happen, it just doesn't feel right, does it? Plus, you're giving up yardage.
Good starting position for the Cowboys here as they come up 1st and 10 at the 40.
Check. Watch the twist. Watch the twist.
10th carry now for Elliott. And this will leave him a yard short. Nice pickup of 9 yards on 1st down.
Despite the blitz, they're still able to pick up a nice, solid gain. The disadvantage of blitzing often alters the normal spacing and run fits and leaves creases like they were able to exploit right there.
And he'll be taken down at the 44-yard line.
They're trying to show that they can run the ball and protect this lead. Give it to the backs, play a little bit of keep away, don't you think?
And that's probably a good philosophy at this point, going to make that defense stand up and stop them. Still in search of their first touchdown of the game, but they're on the move. 1st and 10. Out of the gun, it's Elliott. And he takes it down to the 40 with a pickup of 4.
When we see those runs to the perimeter, when we see those runs to the edge, we think about big breakers, don't we? In this case, it was a modest gain, but it does open up possibilities here on 2nd down.
On 2nd down, it's Pollard. And this one's going to go the wrong way. Losing yardage back at the 42. The 2nd down play results in a loss of 2 yards.
And that's what this defense is going to need to do more in the second half. Good pressure that time, forces some indecision in the backfield. He's going to wind up being taken down for a nice loss.
The 1st down line at the 34 here on 3rd down. Out of the gun, here's Prescott. And that is incomplete. Julian Love, the rookie from Notre Dame, there to get a hand in.
We've seen these defenses make enough opportunistic plays to keep this one low scoring. Flying around, making plays on the ball, and we see yet another errant throw as a result.
And this is good. It was running out of gas there at the end, but he winds up getting just enough on it. And that will add 3 more to their lead. It pushes it up to 6. Well, looking at it from a defensive perspective, that keeps the deficit very, very manageable. You know, all things considered, not a bad job on the defensive side.
I would say that you've pointed out something pretty good right there, and that is you actually have both sides happy with that exchange. You know, happy in quotes, of course. One team, hey, we've kept it within range. The other side saying, hey, we put points on the board and did stretch out the lead. Let's see how this one turns out.
Yeah, still bottom line, though, 3 points for the opening drive of the 3rd quarter. A gain of 4 on the play, and that'll make it 2nd down.
Everyone's got to be able to catch the football. Doesn't matter what position you play, but if you're on offense, be aware a ball may come your way.
Looking to throw again on 2nd down. Bridgewater, he's going deep for Brown. And this one incomplete. Too much contact to hold on to that one, and it's 3rd down. It's been this way most of the afternoon, hasn't it? This secondary really put this receiving core on lockdown.
Listen, they've worked together like a basketball team that's playing excellent defense. Great communication, doesn't matter whether it's man or zone. And especially against deep balls, as we saw there, they're not giving up anything to him.
Now throwing on 3rd down there, but he cannot connect. Another drive comes and goes, still nothing on the scoreboard.
Yeah, and when the second half comes, you know, it's real easy to get discouraged and wonder if you're ever going to get things started. You just got to fight through it. Got to keep pounding away.
And he gets it away, a directional kick going toward the sideline. And no return possible here as they angle this one out of bounds.
Let's go.
The Dallas offense here set to begin the drive. Their defense has pitched the shutout. Now they probably need to deliver a little breathing room, maybe make it a 2-score game as they've got it 1st and 10. The first down run for Elliott will net him about 5 yards. It's 2nd down. Tackle made there by Jabril Peppers. After the pickup of 5, here's 2nd and 5.
Oh, yeah. Oh, yeah. And here we go.
They go to Elliott again. And he'll be taken down, but not before he gets into enemy territory. Give him 10 there. Good enough for a Cowboy first down.
Now, this is an example of breaking down a defense because on a lot of these runs, he's getting past the point of attack, and guess what he's doing? Forcing the secondary guys to have to make a lot of tackles.
So after a good run by Zeke, another 1st and 10.
47, 26. Lucky. Check three.
The tackle there by Richard Sherman.
What's the old expression, 3 yards in a cloud of dust? In this case, it's dust-covered pellets. It's no longer that old grass that we used to play on, right, and chew it up. Now we've got that artificial surface. You see the pellets go up. Still a nice play by the defense.
From the 45 on 2nd down, Prescott going to take a shot for Gallup. And this is taken in at the 5. And he takes it down deep into enemy territory. A big play here for the Cowboys. And even 40 yards. Might we see our first touchdown of the game? Here's 1st and goal. Now Elliott. And he will take it in for a Cowboy score. Ezekiel Elliott, his 3rd touchdown now on the year. And the Cowboys, they push out in front further. So Dak will bring the Cowboys up to go for the 2-point try. From the shotgun, it's Prescott. Got an open man, the tight end, Jarwin. And he'll get into the end zone as the 2-point conversion is successful. The kickoff team on the field now as they will send this one away. This is taken at his 4. And it's a pretty good return here as he'll get it up to the 29-yard line. Back to the NFL scoreboard for his 3rd quarter in Indy. And the Titans dominant. They have added to their totals in that one. Remember to keep an eye on the ticker, of course, at the bottom of your screen for updates on that game and others around the NFL. And now a throw on 1st down there, but it's incomplete. Antonio Brown, the intended receiver. And now it's 2nd down. You know, despite the scoreline, I think they've got to like where they are here. They're on the road and just one big play away from getting right back in this game.
I'm going to follow right along with you because the spot they're in now is a credit to their defense. They've kept them in it by making the plays that they've made, and that just means you're one big score away from being right back there.
Now the question is, can this offense step up and make that play? Because that's been an issue for them in this game.
Motion. 54. Check. Watch 54.
Bridgewater from the gun on 3rd down. And the throw there going to be incomplete.
They went with the dime look that time on defense, just flooded the field with defensive backs, blanketed everyone, took away all the passing angles, thus the incompletion.
Here's Brian Anger now as they're forced to kick for the 6th time today. Here's Austin. Great blocking on the return. It springs him for 25. And possession will switch hands, 1st and 10. About set for this next drive by the Cowboys offense. And they're hoping to redo their efforts in the last drive when they got into the end zone.
And just think of what it's like now on the sideline, because when you score a touchdown, you have to go over and look at the tablet and see what you did on the last drive. When you scored points, it's a whole lot better view than when you're trying to figure out how to fix things there.
23 yards on the play. Trying to get one more in here before the quarter breaks. And that is going to do it for this third quarter of action. You are watching the NFL on EA Sports. So here's a 1st and 10 at the 38.
I know he ain't got it. Hey, kill. Check nickel.
To throw is Prescott. He'll let this go for the end zone. And this is caught for a Cowboy touchdown. In for the score. And the Cowboys capitalize on the fumble and turn it into 6. They were still throwing with a comfortable lead here late, and now that lead even more comfortable.
And your first thought is there bad blood that went into this one ahead of time, that maybe they're seeking some revenge or they just don't like them? But the other thing that always hits me is, are they worried about playoff positioning? Right? Are they worried about, do you need enough points in case there's a tiebreaker that comes into play later?
Come on now, let's go.
At their own 26-yard line.
The Giants offense at the line, ready to begin their next drive. And let's face it, this drive is not going to have any bearing on this game, but it's kind of important for one reason, isn't it?
It certainly is. You got to get points. And okay, all right, I'm being facetious here, but you get points, you feel a little bit better about yourself as you move on to the next one.
Once again, they'll come up on the 26-yard line, 2nd and 10.
Watch the curls. Mike 5-4.
Here's Bridgewater. That's complete. He's got Barkley out of the backfield. And he'll get it up to the 33-yard line. The Giants on 3rd down. It's been a problem. Just 1 for 7 thus far. This is 3rd and 4.
He's checking.
Out of the shotgun, they run with Barkley. And he will not get there as they stop him short right around the 34-yard line. Only a yard on the pickup there, and it's going to leave him with a 4th down.
I got you.
4th down, they're going. Bridgewater. And this is incomplete. The Giants go on 4th, but come up empty. And Dallas, they'll take over in terrific field position.
Watch the screen.
They go back to Elliott. He's been busy. And he's got this down almost to the 20 before he's dropped. 11 yards and a Cowboy 1st down.
He's still rumbling, isn't he? Still looking fresh in this one despite the heavy workload. But you and I both know, well-conditioned, and he did tell us that he thrives on being at his peak late in ball games.
The 1st down carry by Elliott doesn't amount to much, as he'll get forward for about a couple. 2 yards on the carry there. It'll be 2nd down.
2 yards on the pickup.
On 2nd down, Elliott. And he is met at the line of scrimmage, and he goes down right there. Officially no gain on the play, and they're left with a 3rd and 8. On 3rd down, it's Pollard. And they'll get to him short of the 1st down at about the 16. It'll be a gain of 4, but it won't be enough. It leaves him with a 4th down now. Marr able to put this one through. And that stretches this lead even further. It's now 24-0. So it's 3 more points, and that widens this thing out even further here in the 4th.
And you know in this league, you can never have enough points, but this widens it out, as you said, and now it's all about ball control, isn't it?
That's fielded in the end zone. And he's able to get it across the 20, but not by much, as he's marked down at the 21-yard line.
At their own 21-yard line.
Set, ready.
The Giants offense at the line, ready to begin their next drive. And on that last drive, went for it on fourth, turned it over. But good job by their defense, though. They held them to 3, but this offense, they've got to be a little bit better, a little bit more careful here.
And
he's got a man, complete. And all the way down to the 37. It's a big-time play there for the G-Men. 42 yards. A first down throw for Bridgewater. And a big loss here as he's taken down. Leighton Vander Esch wreaking havoc with a sack. And we say it all the time, have to be able to get rid of the ball sooner than that.
You have to help your offensive line out. They're going to protect you as best they can. And if you're getting 3 to 5 seconds to throw the ball, they're doing a really nice job. But when you hold it and give up a sack, you're really almost discrediting their work.
Give him 3 on the carry there. That sets up a long third down. Just 2 minutes remaining here in the fourth quarter of what has been a one-sided affair. So it's Giants football here as we welcome you back. They face a third down now as they try to find a late score. They'll go to Barkley again. Finding room inside the 40. 19 yards is the pickup there, but even with that, they're well short. It's fourth down.
This offense really put themselves in a tough spot on first and second down, needing long yardage to try and pick up a first down, and they ended up getting a great run. Explosive, picked up nice yardage. You don't expect to be in this situation on fourth down, but guess what? It all started with what happened on first and second down. You really put them behind the 8 ball.
Well, it's a Pyrrhic victory at best, but, Charles, no team wants to get shut out, so it's hard to blame them for taking the 3 there.
You can't blame them one bit. It hasn't been the best performance, that's for darn sure. But there is something to be said for fighting to avoid the goose egg, and they're at least trying to finish out strong.
The Cowboys take over first and 10 at their own 24-yard line.
The Dallas offense here set to begin the drive. And a few kneel downs should just about do it. Now, defensively, they do have all 3 timeouts, but very little reason to use them at this point. They'll be brought down on the 30-yard line after a gain of 6.
Let's talk a little football 101 here, because one of the keys to advancing the ball downfield, success on first down. Huge difference, as we know, between 2nd and 4 and 2nd and 8 and 9.
Letting one fly deep for Cooper. And he's going to be intercepted a 3rd time. It's the former Seahawk, Richard Sherman. And now look at this. Big gain, but a fumble. Cooper was the target there. The Giants offense at the line, ready to begin their next drive. They've lost this one. Their offense has struggled. Do they try to put together something here at the end just to take into next week?
Yes.
Now that'll be tipped and intercepted. Picked off around the 37. And that one, Charles, is just going to about wrap up what was no doubt a dominating defensive performance.
Yeah, I don't care what team it is. I don't care who you play, whether they're strong offensively or not. Just giving up 3 points in the NFL, that's absolutely a dominant performance and one that they can build on.
And he'll go down inside the 45 before going out of bounds. It's a 7-yard carry to set them up with a 2nd and 3.
I know that every now and then we get in those meetings with coaches, and you almost want to roll your eyes when they talk about staying on schedule when they're moving the football. But would you say a 7-yard run is ahead of schedule?
Fourth quarter with a lead, you love that, don't you?
No doubt about it, because staying on schedule is trying to get 4 downs on first down. They did that plus 3.
They'll try and run for it with Elliott. And he's able to get the first before he's taken down at the 36. Now the offense going to use the first of their timeouts. That'll leave them with 2 remaining. We'll be back after this. So from the 36 now, 1st and 10.
Hey, let's get off the field, D. Let's get off the field.
And that one covered beautifully. Their defenders stayed home, and they'll stop him behind the line. That's going to go as a loss of a yard, and it'll be 2nd down.
Brings up 2nd and 11 at the 37-yard line.
Well, Prescott here to throw. He's going to look end zone here for Cooper. And it's knocked away and incomplete. So this one will end in a victory for the Dallas Cowboys. And they were buoyed, Charles, by a big second half that put this one on ice.
So you get the sense that whatever was said at halftime obviously hit home. I think it's a little bit more than that, though. Obviously, there are words that are said, and, hey, come on, guys, we have to play better. But sometimes it's just sharpening your execution, sharpening your focus, and maybe doing the things you practiced all week without major adjustments, just doing them better. And that got it done in this one.
So for the Cowboys, their good start continues as they get their record up to 4-2.